Okay, my next question for you is about your nonprofit donation. So when you closed out your Senate 2022 account, your campaign committee donated the remaining funds to a nonprofit that you founded and that you still control. So walk us through exactly how much money went to that nonprofit, what it was used for, and the thought process behind that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. I so appreciate this question. There's been some concerns out there from some people about, and I don't blame them at all. That's why we have ethics, and that's why we have ultimate transparency, and everyone can access these records. So just up front, let me say, all of this is recorded for anybody to go access. You can go look. We're not trying to hide anything. You're right. At the end of my Senate campaign, I had leftover funds. There was some criticism there as well of, well, why didn't you use those funds to campaign? Well, it was just a decision we made. We felt we had done everything we could do in this campaign, and we ended up with about $1,800 left over.
So it wasn't a lot of money. That's what I found interesting, as somebody had, there was criticism, and I was like, it's $1,800.
I guess it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Some may consider it a lot.
Well, $1,800 is a lot of money.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, but
we would take $1,800 now if you want to donate it.
Right, we'll take that. JakeMerrickForGovernor.com.
That's right.
I did not know what to do. This was the first time I had experienced this, and I had lost my reelection. So I was going to close out my Senate campaign. I had no aspirations to run for office in the next few years at least. So I went to the ethics, and they know me by name over there, by the way.
Yeah.
Any question I had, I constantly went to ethics, got in front of them face to face. That's just the way I like to do business.
Yeah.
I go to them personally and say, this is my issue. What is the ethical thing to do? That's exactly what I did with this situation. I went to ethics. I said, I have leftover funds. They said, no big deal. It's pretty common. Basically have three options. You can return the money to the donors, which immediately I said, that could be problematic. Who do you return this to?
Yeah,
right?
and for the people who aren't super familiar with Jake's previous campaigns, he was broadly supported with a lot of grassroots groups who typically don't get along with one another.
Right.
So
there was that too.
That creates a little bit of a challenge when you go, who do I give it to? If I give it to this one's going to take issue with it. If I give it to that one, this one's going to take issue with it.
Yeah, you have a lot of great organizations and PACs, and they do great things individually, but they may not entirely agree with each other.
That's right.
So if I returned that remaining fund to PAC A, who may not agree with PAC B, then all of a sudden they're like, why did you return it to them and not us? Or why did you split? So there was a lot of possible conflicts there.
Yeah.
So the third option they gave me was you could donate this to a nonprofit. And I said, well, I have a nonprofit that I fully believe in. And like you said, I'm still active in. I'm looking at expanding this to address mental health issues in Oklahoma. It's one, Paraclete is its name. I set it up to address and promote health and wellness in Oklahoma. And we've been able to help so many people.
You were Maha before Maha was Maha.
That's right. I'm fully on with RFK and the MOHA movement too. But
Moha, yeah.
Well, I have this nonprofit, and I said, well, I have a nonprofit, legitimate 501c3. We're actively helping people with that work. And the words they gave me verbally was, yes, if it's a legitimate 501c3, and you would not benefit personally from these funds, you can put those funds there.
So, and that is actually the legal, that's the legal line there, is that you can't benefit from those funds.
Yeah.
So, and this is a conversation I've had with ethics as well.
Right.
So
money received from from other donations has gone to help people, whether it's creating meal plans or nutrition plans or paying for personal training or gym memberships. It's been beautiful, the number of people we've helped. And like I said, we're continuing to expand that scope. But what I did was completely above board, ethical, legal, and I understand there may be concerns about that, but that's the story.
That's the reality of it. And there are a lot of people who are elected officials and candidates who do the same thing, and it is legal, like you said, and transparent. So.
Well, and I have to say, too, I also gave some to another nonprofit in my district, Savannah Station. They have therapeutic riding for disabled kids. And it was a beautiful thing, offering an amazing service to people in my district. And so as part of their fundraiser, I offered some of my funds to that nonprofit. I felt that was a tremendous use of the funds that people who donated to me would value and appreciate. So we also did that too. It wasn't all just to mine.
Yeah.
But the goal is wherever I give, that to ensure it aligns with the people who gave it. I respect those who are giving to me. They're entrusting me with those funds, and I want to use it wisely, and I think we did.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that was the best use of those funds. Okay, green energy.